Hello YouTubers and welcome back to Let's Play Bridge Construction Set, otherwise known as Pontifex 2, with your host Shenner. We've only got 3 levels to go, so why don't we jump on in before we miss out. And left off the last time after some very poor bridge building attempts, but oh, what can you do? So last time we were trying to do like a little relaxed bridge with just a bunch of cables holding it together, and I know that will work. I've seen it work before, but I think an easier way to do this would be a counterbalanced system. In other words, we're going to have some what do you want to call it, pillars here, some iron posts that go up, or maybe steel, and then we're going to hang cables from there to support the bridge all the way across. And then on the other side, even though we don't have anchors, we're going to hang a whole bunch of bridge building material. We're going to hang a bunch of iron and steel and stuff, maybe some deck pieces, I don't know, whatever. We're going to hang a whole bunch of crap on this side, so that the weight on this side will be heavier than the bridge itself. That way the bridge will stay up. And yeah, it sounds really, really stupid. I agree. But I believe this is actually the first way that I successfully completed this map the first time I played through. After much frustration, mind you. But I believe this is what worked. So yeah, let's start building our little pole. It's gonna be like a flagpole. Only not. God, that looks stupid. Whatever. So anyway, we're supposed to hang some cables like such. And then I believe the way it worked was, yeah. So this can only be a certain amount high. The higher you go, the more strain you put on the lower pieces. So instead of building it higher, we're going to build it, you know, like this. Maybe one more, I don't know. And then we're going to hang cables, and then from this cable, we're going to hang like there. And then we're going to do this. Like that. And just kind of support it that way. Might need more than this though, I'm not sure. Oh god, that looks horrible. That really looks horrible. Oh well. Anyway, let's get work on the other side. So on this side we're just going to hang a bunch of shit. And to be completely honest, it probably doesn't matter specifically what kind of shit you hang. But I don't know. We'll do a little bit of steel at the beginning because steel's strong. Oops. And the rest of it can be iron. I don't care that much, you know. And iron. So yeah, this looks incredibly stupid, I agree, but it shouldn't matter if it looks stupid, as long as it succeeds in adding enough weight to support the bridge. See, that should be a lot of weight already. So let's copy paste all this. Okay, cables please. needs to be stronger. Well, we could just run some cables. I love cables. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, shit. Alright, so in principle it's working. It's just the bridge is too heavy. So we need to add more weight over here. And you can do this any way you want. But if you remember anything from physics class, or whatever class it was that you learned this in, our pivot point is here. And the weight on... Let's just do a little demonstration a little higher. Alright, so let's say this is our pivot point, this dot. We have this up here. And let's say the weight on this side is this deck piece. And on this side we have, you know, whatever. And then cables. So if this is our pivot point, then the weight on this side we want to be higher than the weight on this side. But one thing to remember is our bridge is very long. And the farther you get from your pivot point, the more that this weight is affected. In other words, if you have 10 pieces of metal over here and 10 pieces of metal over here, and the metal over here is all about this distance from the pivot point, but the metal over here is very much farther away, the metal on this side weighs more according to that pivot point. It affects the pivot point more, so it will turn clockwise. It will turn towards the higher weight. So with our bridge, because the weight is farther away from the pivot point than the mass on the left, it's still getting pulled, even though the mass on the left is pretty much equal, maybe a little more. So we just need to move our mass a little further away. Should help. Should help quite a bit. We can even add another layer, like so. See if this will help. Oh, of course it will. It just might be too much weight. I don't want our bridge to rip in half, you know? Yeah, that looks like enough weight. In fact, it looks like too much weight. Fucking... Let's do that. Let's do that. Good. Looks good. Alright, so let's run the test. See if the train can make it across. Oh, it's just a little short one. No. Whee! Oh, wasn't that fun. So the bridge actually got distorted. As the weight of the train came upon it, the bridge buckled a little bit on this side, and this side went higher. So let's try to balance it out like this. See if that helps. Nope. Now we're running a little too little weight. Let's add more weight. That's exactly what we had earlier. That's exactly what we just deleted. Oh, and now it likes it. Now the bridge is happy with that. Okay. Go, little train, go. Oh, the deck broke. The fucking deck broke. Fine. We'll use steel. Will that make you happy? Now go run your fucking... Just go. Oh. You know what? Fuck it all. We'll just put steel everywhere. Go. Simon says, move your ass. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, see, it would have made it. It's just that these aren't steel. Fine. Everything's steel. Okay? Are you happy now? Now go. So the problem is, as the weight of the train adds to the weight of the bridge, it's actually enough to lift this side a little bit upward. And that's putting compression onto the span of the bridge. Damn it. Alright, so we just need to add more weight over here, I guess. I love how I try to sound so smart and I think I know what I'm talking about, and then I'm like, oh, I guess this might work. You know? Oh, for fuck's sake. Cables. Oh, now it's too heavy. Oh my goodness, that broke. Really? There. No more breaky. Go. Oh, god damn it. Fine. Oh, this is so dumb. You know what? La 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 la. Putting cables along the whole span. Because fuck you, bridge. You are a hassle and a half. First you want to compress too much. Now you want to... whatever it's called, too much. Ugh. Still. Okay, that'll work. So we change this to deck piece, and we change this to steel, I think. And that means we need cables. Alright, it does work. Okay, little train, do your worst. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. Who the man? Who the man? Who the man? Who the man? Oh yeah, let's turn that stress off. Yeah, look at that shitty bridge. Look at that bridge. Fuck yeah. Alright. Alright, looks like shit, but it gets the job done. So we only had those 2 anchor points. The only real alternative would be building a super huge arch out of just iron and steel. I don't feel like doing that. Sounds like crazy talk. Alright, what's next? Iron and cable. This, I was gonna say this looks super easy, but it's not. We only have 1 anchor point. Okay. Situations like this where you only have 1 anchor point are really, really fucking annoying. Because you have, like, a couple options. One is we could do similar to the last bridge, where we build a bunch of... build a little tower like this. And then you support it, blah blah blah. Oops. Oh, damn it. And once you have your tower, then you hang shit off it on this side, like this. Hanging shit off a tower. And you just add more weight, and you just hang more shit, and whatever. You just hang a lot of shit on that side, and then you put cables, you know? Not that hard, right? So that's one option, but I'm thinking we should do something different. The other option is to do a really, really dangerous thing and attempt to build your own anchor point. Now you can't actually build an anchor point, but what you can do is kind of make a pseudo resting place for your bridge pieces. Like anything right along here, because it's already like right up against the ground. Like there. Alright, so here is our pseudo anchor point, these two pieces. Now it looks like shit, but it may in fact work. So this side's easy. We've already got our thingamajiggy. We've already got an anchor point over there. We've got a fake anchor point here. Now, what's going to happen is when we simulate, it's going to rest the bridge on these 2 points, and hopefully, since they're already like almost against the ground, hopefully the impact won't be too much, and it'll just, you know, sit there. Yeah, that's what usually happens when you try to do this type of bridge. Alright, so if we go slow-mo, you can see when it tries to settle, the main force is on this piece right here. So let's first make that stronger by giving it some cross beams that are thick. Looks a little more sturdy already, good. And then this is failing, so deck piece. Oh, now this broke. Fine. Sturdy cross beams. Oh, stupid. Stop breaking. Yeah, let's build a little thingy. Ugh, deck piece. Still breaks. Fine. Another thingy. Alright, we're good. So, you can see the deck itself is actually pretty flat. There's a tiny piece over here where it's glitching, so the train's actually going to hit that and probably bounce a little bit, but hopefully not much. But yeah, it's almost completely flat, so the strain may be very little. Let's try it. Oh, yeah. Yes, there you go. That was a successful attempt at a fake anchor point bridge. And the reason this works is the 2 parts that actually touch the, what do you want to call this, the ground? The 2 parts that actually touch the ground are separated by enough space that they rest on different sides of a little mountain, not a mountain, but a little raised area. So that keeps it in place. It's not actually, you know, anchored. There's no screw that goes into the ground to hold it there. It's just resting there. But the train's weight wasn't enough to jostle it free, so it works just fine. So, yeah, completed level. Even with 1 anchor point, we were able to do this. We could probably do it with no anchor points, just do the same thing on the other side. Anyway, next level. Final fucking level. This is it. What the hell? 240 meter lower train and a 640 meter upper train bridge. What in the world? Oh. So it's dual layer. Okay. Well, let's build our deck, I guess. La 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 la. La 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 la. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. And then we're given suspension cable, so yeah. Suspension, baby. And then regular cables. Sawtooth that shit. Same thing here. sawtooth, blah, 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 blah. Oh, missed. Now, it looks like we might be running out of money here, but besides that, this looks very easy. Little dual layer bridge here. Hopefully we have enough money to complete this. Yeah, perfect. Alright, so that wasn't so hard. Alright, well there goes the train. Where's the other one? Oh my goodness, look how long that train is. Wow. Yep, looks like it's gonna work just fine. Well, that was it. That was, for some reason, that was the very last level. I guess they made it easy. You know, just like celebrate. Good job, and all that kind of crap. But yeah, that was it. That was the entirety of Bridge Construction Set from start to finish. Some levels were really fucking hard, and some of them, like this one, were pretty easy. I mean, there's a lot more ways you could do this. You could be very creative with this type of bridge, but, yeah, whatever. Anyway, new ending. This was not a game, this was only a test. If this had been an actual game, the levels you just witnessed would be followed by an ending. This concludes our test of the emergency bridge building system. Oh, that's very clever. If any of you live in the US, you'll know that that's extremely clever. God mode unlocked. Wonder what that does. Oh well. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed our time together today. I hope you enjoyed this game. As I mentioned in the first video, there's a free demo you can play if you go to their website, chroniclogic.com, I think. And it's only got a couple, very easy levels in it, but it gives you the idea of how the play works, sort of like what I've been showing you. And yeah, I don't know. I would love them to do another one of these in the future, but they probably don't have any plans to do it. They've already done. They did Bridge Builder 1, then they did Bridge Builder. Then they did Pontifex. Then they did Pontifex 2, which is this. And then they did this special version of this called Bridge It for NVIDIA. But yeah, they've only really made those 3 bridge games. Hopefully they'll do another one, though. I'm addicted to this kind of shit. I love this. I mean, it's very, unrealistic, the way it's put together. But it's a starting point, for thinking about how all the structures work together and shit. Anyway, whatever. That'll do. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in some other game.